everybody. My name is Aurora and I have the channel Armed Heart. And I would like to share with you a few thoughts that have been coming to me for the last few weeks. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you very much for everybody's comments and connections to and questions about how things are and the support that you guys have been giving me as well as everybody else. And um, I'm gonna just kick right in and just start off by saying that I would like to discuss the demi world with the demigods and the demi or demiurge aspects, and this may perhaps be somewhat of ramblings as well, which I'm gonna be sharing loose thoughts, and hopefully this will sort of bring a little bit of something in your mind for you to think about. Now, I have made some notes on it, so I will be reading it every now and then just so that I can keep track of what I would like to share with you. Starting with the situation as it is right now, a snapshot of the planetary conditions as well as the emotional conditions or circumstances or the situations that we're facing. Um, it's very important that we take note that we are in an advanced system or an advanced reality, and this particular reality or real or script of this particular world that we're in, and when I say world, I'm specifying the earth with the planets in it, are as it is in astrology, logical references, that it's all retro on the one side. So keep that in mind as well. I looked into this a little bit deeper and I found that the word demi or demiurge or demi urges are really half urges or half God urges that we are now partaking of. And in the etymology, the word demi means half or partial, and if it was developed a little further in Latin, it was also one half of or a part of. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. For you to understand that basically the word demi means the half, the other part of. Now, in the previous notes, um, I spoke about Sophia and I spoke about an artificial anomaly which was a projected energy into this particular world. And this particular energy is an artificial or holographic frequency called Sophia. Because the original one is still outside of this particular structure. So it's like you think about something and you can't help but changing certain frequencies, and when you're facing what you're thinking about to observe, you then see an aspect or an impression of that particular thing that you're thinking of or looking, and or that which you have then started to create. And so therefore you have entered into a demi god type of status. The demigoddess was, I'm saying past tense because she is reconstructing herself. She is she is changing. There's one side that is fully charging forward to make sure that she stays in the system, this particular artificial construct, which is also the transhumanist construct. Then there's the other part, which is a living sentient spirit presence of life, and that is also ongoing as well. So we're having a stretching out or a bulging out of on the sides where forces seem to be pulling from each other. And so you'll also find that within yourself that you'll have opposite thoughts or ideas, and they seem to contradict each other, and also in contradiction to things that you believe in or are part of. And that, coming back to the artificial goddess, that is an ongoing, that in an ongoing world there will be, from what is required for it to actually carry forward, an assimilation or an ascension simulation. But it is important for you to grasp that this particular simulation is also connected to the simulacra of man. Now, the word simulacra means an image or representation of someone or something. So, whatever you are thinking and imagining, you are casting into life. This is a half life, especially if you're thinking about something that does not have any particular positive aspect to it. And essentially, the end part of everything is to really be whole in your mind, whole in your thoughts, whole in your life, whole in your existence, and simultaneously walking through or waking up of the corporeal establishment of the mind. In other words, that which your mind is giving you, you feel it, you think it, you're inspired. You feel the energy connecting to that inspiration. Now you're placing an image in it, an image in, imagination, image in, action. Now there's been many ways of using that word imagination and all of that. I'm just going with what I feel connects with me for this moment that I'm sharing it with you. Why I say it's important that you take note of the corporeal establishment of the mind is because that is where you are still in charge of your thoughts before you actually express it for it to become alive. So, in other words, fear is a very good example. Fear of something coming to attack you at night, and fear it long enough, you will start believing it, feeling it, and it will become a reality or a scripted, constructed automaton. And it is an automaton because it is created by you. You created that particular element, that thing that doesn't actually have any other life other than a half life that you've given it. Previously, in the time as things were changing in this world, that was the one particular energy that we had to be aware of. Be careful what you think and feel because it might just become real. So, there is something that you need to be aware of. This is not something that's making you feel afraid or that I'm trying to make you scared or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that. It's the fact that you need to be aware of your thoughts. And I'm speaking to the ones who actually want to hear this. So if this upsets you or makes you feel distressed, you're very welcome just to move on from this particular video. At the moment, the world is in a divided demiurgic struggle. There's a part that struggles to fulfill its destiny in an automatic autocratic, robotic, automaton behavior, and there's the other that is life and sentient and wants to exist. And both parties have been given the same level to proceed from. What sets things apart is the heart. It is what you are feeling within yourself. It is how you are feeling about yourself. It's if you feel that you're not worthy of very good positive things happening to you, then you will not be worthy of those things coming to you. You will feel it. You will be it. And if you feel that you would like to make a difference for yourself, for the world rather, then I would suggest rather think about making a difference for yourself and in changing how you feel about yourself and working through all of the aspects that you know you can change and things that you feel you are not able to change. Ask, go within your thoughts and say, please show me what there is that I may change within myself. You don't have to ask anybody, anything, any entity, any guide, nothing like that. You could just simply ask yourself because you are essentially a whole being, but you've just not really discovered it yet. Or maybe you have. Then it's good. Then we're all going even further and faster forward. At the end of all of this that we're going through, there will be people that will want to experience things in a particular way. And not everybody will go through the same thing. Not everybody will want to experience the same thing. And so this is also supposed to be, and that gives energy to the thoughts of individuality, but also unity. That it is okay for my neighbor to feel and behave and be in the way that he is feeling, as long as it's heart related. And that which is not heart related, those who are malevolent in their behavior, be aware that they fall away from your path. They just do, they drop away. They cannot maintain their frequency alongside yours. Keep working on yourself. Keep thinking about what is possible to change within yourself. Clear the contracts of the old things in your life that may have contributed in stunting your personal power. You merely just have to write it down, and in that you decide. And you say, I make the contracts null and void. All contracts are soul contracts, and the voice within the body is connected to the will of the spirit, which releases the soul from the contract. The spirit is eternal. You are spirit, then soul, then matter, organic in its existence. And we are here because we are experiencing ourselves to our full capacity, to the full potential of who we are, to our original state. Some may want to find their way back to Godhood, head, Godhead, and some may want to not be there, and some may want to find another place. Be at peace with that. Look after yourselves, and thank you for looking, for watching, and looking out for each other. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful day and evening where you're resting. Find yourself in comfort and find yourself at peace. Take a nice deep breath And where you are getting ready to go to work or are in work, find yourself and peace and in harmony with yourself. And the more you focus on this harmony within yourself, the more harmony will be around you. Thank you. Goodbye.